wearing the red, white, and blue, wearing the very patriotic colours here today. And as you can see on the right of your screen, EPA, the Razorbacks in their red and white strip.
Revel up, fans, revel up.
And this is another important game that will almost certainly lock up the #1 seed out of this pool for both teams. Nice deep kick, goes back, well fielded by EPA, and as you would expect, they're going to attack. It comes through Palo, loses his footwork, and nice little switch pass, goes to ground though, and this is exactly what the Chicago Lions wanted early on.
Yeah, these Palo Alto Razorbacks, they battled San Francisco Golden Gate all summer for the top seed in Northern California. SFGG beat EPA in the final, the last qualifier, but didn't accept their bid. They went to the Limerick Severance, and EPA, they've had a great season. Definitely deserve to be here. And so far, they've done nothing but impress.
They certainly have. Now, we see the Lions on attack in their own, in East Palo Alto territory, the Razorbacks. They hold him up well here. He needs to get to ground, but they continue to drive it forward. Beautiful stuff from them. Now they come out to the right. Let's see what they got. They're going to attack. Nice footwork, steps inside, beats the first tackle, beats the second tackle. He's through, can he reach out? He does, try time. Chicago draw first blood against the runner play. You would have to think. He's got up limping, the big fella. Let's hope he's okay, but that's exactly what the Lions needed.
Score from Martin Iosefo. Just a well-worked team tried there, finding a half gap. I mean, at some point in time, in sevens, you just got to be an athlete and go ahead, take a gap. You know, it's pretty simple. Maybe EPA a little tired here. Looking at them right now, they're just, you know, walking around a little bit. Maybe it's getting to them. You know, it's hard in sevens rugby, this tournament style, to be here since 8 in the morning and all the way through. It takes a toll on you. The team that can better weather that storm, you know, win the recovery in between the matches and come out each game on fire, it's gonna be better throughout the tournament.
And that's really the key, isn't it? It's not the actual games. The 40 minutes of play is fine. It's how you recover in between. Because some teams, it's quite a long break, up to an hour and a half of sitting around, and you've got to figure out when's the right time to go sit and relax, and when should I be up moving, active recovery, trying to get the lactic acid out. And it's almost down to a science now. I'm sure you've seen it on the circuit for the IRB. A lot of teams, it's a very scientific approach to how they recover.
Absolutely. You got to win the recovery. It's one of the most important things in sevens rugby. But just a little misstep there, an errant pass. Palo couldn't bring it in, and this is not what you want from EPA. Down 5-0, and then just giving up a silly penalty in front of your posts. And you would think Chicago would come away with points here. But a great turnover for the scrum. EPA does well. Great step back inside, nothing but real estate up the middle. Palo with the ball on the outside. Great tackle by the sweeper. Wonderful stuff. EPA on the front foot.
There you go, and now we get to see the defense of the Chicago Lions tested. Again, it's done very well, and the ball gets slinged over, and there we talked about it. You brought this up in the pregame, and it was a fantastic point. Sometimes when the defense is tough and aggressive in your face, the stepping really comes back to hurt you. They just keep coming and coming and coming. And if you're not aggressive and you don't meet them, you know, go up there and meet them at the rim and be aggressive back, it can really hurt you. And so far we're seeing that from the Chicago Lions.
Yeah, we definitely thought their defense was going to be their main asset coming into this game. And so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. Coming up hard, making tackles just one-on-one, just like that.
Go. Oh, beautiful steal, one-on-one. Now it's a foot race. What's he going to do? Looks inside, outside, runs into a Polynesian wall as he's absolutely smashed.
Great stuff there, staying in bounds. I really like that. Fighting to stay alive and not going to touch and keep the ball alive for his team. Awesome stuff from Garvis.
Yeah, great stuff indeed. The Chicago Lions. Oh, they don't need that little mistake like that. They almost have to play perfect rugby here to try to get this win. And now we've got a penalty, playing the ball in an offside position. If you're Palo Alto here, you want to just kind of slow this down, get your breath back. Like I said, they look physically tired. They look like they've had a tough run. They are 2-2. They had a tougher game against Atlanta. They won 14-12 compared to their first game against Hawaii, 38-14. They pretty much had their run of that game. And now maybe the gas starting to run on empty for this Razorback side.
As the day wears on, you know, it gets harder and harder to get up for these games, and it's definitely something that you have to work on in the warm-up and get yourself ready to play these long tournaments, these long days.
Yeah, I'm sure Chicago have done their homework too, getting to watch them on the main field here against Hawaii, and they know the importance of shutting down Mili Pulu. As we see now, another beautiful tackle there from the try scorer in Iosefa.
What a counter ruck. That's brilliant stuff from Chicago, just in the face of the EPA Razorbacks. That was Eddie Blumel coming through and making that hit, but EPA maintains possession.
Yeah, Blumel's been really good. He's one of those guys we talked about, just a no-nonsense guy. He knows his job in the team. He doesn't want to be the rock star. He doesn't want to get the promotion deals. He just wants to get in there and do the hard work. Every team needs an Eddie Blumel.
Oh, absolutely. Get in the engine room. Oh, some adventurous play worked out. Somehow it's just a no-look over-the-head pass, and EPA comes up with it.
Ball comes back to Pulu. He's looking for runners. Nothing there again. Just ducks his head down and tries to get through, but the Chicago defense is up to the task, and they drag him down about 22 out from the line. And they are at shambles at the moment, this Razorback side, as Muniz tries to go around the outside. He backs himself, Muniz. He's got some speed, but throwing into over the touchline as easy as you like there. Great patient defense from the Lions. And again, so far, defense is winning this game.
Yeah, we knew Chicago was going to come in here being structured, and EPA getting a few breaks here and there, but the longer you stay in front of these guys and make tackles, the harder it is to resource. You just get tired. So it's really a battle of wills and grit to maintain possession, resource the ball, and make tackles. This is where fitness is so key in the game of sevens. Anybody can come out and play one game of sevens and be all right, but the third, fourth game of the day, that's when you're really testing your mettle.
Well, we've got a little break in play here for the injured players. We'll get back onto the social media bandwagon, and we have in about 45 minutes, Alex Mag will be coming in here. Get on Twitter, use the hashtag AskMags, or get onto Facebook, onto the USA Rugby Facebook site, go like the page, and in the comment section of the Ask Mags post, put your questions down there for Alex Magamie, the National Director for Sevens, Sevens Rugby here in the US. And I'm sure there's a bunch of questions you'd love to ask him, and we will get some of the better questions on the air with Alex here in just a moment.
Absolutely. Great opportunity to ask the former coach of the Eagles and now Director of Rugby, especially right now with the new coach and Mike Friday coming in, and what the plans are going towards 2016 and qualifying for the Olympics. Great opportunity to get on there, kind of pick his brain a little bit.
That's right. Maybe you can get me into Dartmouth on a scholarship or something. Here we go. Chicago with the ball on the turnover. Tries to flick it back. He knew he was going into touch. He's going to get the penalty out of it, though. And that's big for Chicago. That'll take us through to half-time. I'm sure that he's going to kick this in a touch. No, he's going to take the tap. Oh, I'm having a shocker and picking what's going to happen out here. Oh, beautiful straight and run. He needs support. He gets it. They're going to run him down, though. They've still got some gas, this Razorback side, but they are stretched in here on the right. Long floating pass out wide. It's going to be trouble here. It's going to be a full play. Sandstrom's going to win it, though. He's going to dot down, and that's a huge play for the Lions, putting on another 5 points right on the death of half-time here. And East Palo Alto, look at the hedge drop. Hands go on hips. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I'm sure you know, as a player, nothing worse than thinking you've made it to half-time and then you give up another try.
I think Chicago picked up on it. They looked up. EPA wasn't ready, and they decided to take a quick tap, and they were rewarded. You know, fortune favors the bold. Going for it, you know, and both me and you were like, I don't know if they should have done that, but coming away with more points from this dangerous EPA team that could definitely turn around at any moment. So great move, bold strategy. I like it.
Yeah, he's actually laughing at me now, going, yeah, I'll kick it out to touch. Good call. That's why I'm up here and he's down there playing. But Sandstrom, great work from him to streak away and score here. And you kind of got the feeling, we talked about it in the pregame, you got the feeling that this game had the potential for an upset. I don't know if you would call the Razorbacks the favorites. I mean, attacking-wise, they're definitely a stronger attacking outfit than Chicago. But you kind of got the feeling that Chicago had something special in store for them here.
Looking at Chicago, the one thing that kind of comes to mind, the adjective for their team is grit. You know, I just think they're a really gritty team, and you can just tell they made defense just a paramount objective for their squad. They're coming out, and this EPA team that we've been seeing has been extremely dangerous with ball in hand. They have very big physical runners who can step, and you just got to front up and make tackles. I think they do that time and time again. They get up off the ground and keep on making tackles on these big runners, and that's the difference of the game right now.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, Palo Alto do look tired. You look at the reflection on their score in their previous game. They put up huge numbers against Hawaii, and then it came down against Atlanta. You know, it dropped significantly, 14 points to 12. You would have expected them to do a little better against Atlanta, the team that we saw Chicago beat in their first game on here as well. When you play that gritty style, fitness is a big thing. And when you're fit, these later games become a little easier to play because teams that don't have that fitness, they tend to throw the towel in a little early. I'm not saying that Palo Alto are throwing the towel in, but physically they look a lot more tired than the Chicago team.
And again, we're a game of 2 halves, usually in 7s. Playing that hard defensive structure, getting off the ground and making tackle after tackle on these big runners, you got to do that for 14 minutes, not just 7. So Chicago needs to keep up this defensive pressure. That's literally what's keeping them in this game right now. If EPA decides to find a few half gaps, they could be in trouble here.
Here we go. They do well to get possession off the restart there. Comes down to Sandstrom, the try scorer. That's not Sandstrom, sorry. That is Garbus out there. Go for a little run down the right-hand touchline. Long, beautiful pass, brings it back. They've spread the Palo Alto defense quite wide here. They've got numbers. There's Iosefa, the try scorer from the first half. Draws in beautifully. Can he get loose? No, he can't. Beautiful cover defense from Palo Alto coming again to get the Chicago player. Ball comes down. Geez, they recycled that quickly. There's Heiberger. He moves it across.
Oh, no.
Blumel moves it across. Probably a tough pass there to take in. Unfortunately there for Kevin Garbus in the 9 jersey, just puts it down, and you get the feeling that Palo Alto just got let off the hook there.
I just love what Adam Sandstrom did there on the corner. We've seen a lot of guys, a lot of big units getting bundled into touch. And that's just essentially a turnover, and especially in 7s, you just can't give the team the other ball when you're attacking, you're on the front foot, and getting pushed in the touch is just unacceptable. I love the fight that Chicago's putting in to tape off the touchline and just play the phases. It's wonderful stuff to see here.
It certainly is. Now let's see what Palo Alto, they rely heavily on that man with the ball right there, Mili Pulu. He turns it back inside.
Oh, great stuff.
Back to Pulu. He can't get past the sweeper though. Another fantastic tackle. Could be in trouble here. Great steal from Chicago, and there is big trouble. Comes out to Sandstrom, one of the 2 brothers in the team. He's around the outside. Muniz coming at him, can't get him. Oh, as easy as you like. Chicago turn it around. They'll dot down for another one right under the post.
Great break up the middle by Mili Pulu, but at the end of the day, support has to be there. You got to work in groups of 3, and Chicago just over the ball quickly after the tackle. They get up off the ground, over the ball, got the poach, turnover ball, try.
Straight into it. You've got the 2 Sandstrom brothers, Alex and Adam, out here. Alex with his 2nd try, and Adam will convert it. But like you said, it's just great lead-up work from Pulu for the Razorbacks to get his nose through, make a little bit of a half break. But as soon as he's brought down, Chicago Lions plays 2 of them. Bang, straight on the breakdown, poach the ball, try time.
Absolutely, straight over that ball, just hawking that thing out. But you know, EPA, when they get those half gaps, we say they could be dangerous, but I mean, you can't go all or nothing. You can't just have a break and expect to score. You need that support there to be able to convert.
Here we go, about to get restarted here. Sondé Auger, he'll get us restarted. Nice kick, pretty deep into the sun. The players figure out very quickly where that sun is, and they kick up into it, giving the receiving side all sorts of troubles trying to field it. They do well though. Pull out here, they've got some space. Muniz is alone on the wing if they can get it to him. Geez, the defense is good from Chicago. Sandstrom just adjusts so quickly. As soon as the ball leaves the hands, kicks it back under the legs. Could be trouble here. Oh, Jay, big contact, but the whistle had already gone. They're going to bring it back down. That was a big hit there. He's come in, absolutely smashed him. I think the Chicago player had already heard the whistle though, and he'd kind of given up in the play, but Sonny Auger playing back at the sweeper position, and he got absolutely smashed.
Just getting a little bit of business there. Maybe he wasn't ready for it and heard the whistle before, but you know, you got to be ready.
You're always ready. You're always ready. Here we go. Auger just marshalling his troops where he wants them. He's got Jordan Heiberger standing right behind the scrum here. Look how deep the back line is. You probably can't see it, but they are a mile back.
Great depth here.
They need to secure the ball though. There's Blumel. He moves it across. Now with Lancourt. Matt Lancourt sticks his nose through. Beats one tackle, beats another. They drag him down by the arm eventually. About 10 out from the line. Chicago on attack. Ball comes to the left. Blumel He moves it across. There's Ajay. Nice fend. Ball comes loose though. Well recovered. Goes back to the tradesman, Blumel. He moves it across to one of the Sandstrom boys. Nice clean out again. Oh, straight over the top. Yep, diving over. Millipulu does well. Takes a quick tap. Gives him a big don't argue in the back. Goes out the... Oh, geez. Kind of looks like... who was the big bloke who played on the wing for Leicester? The big Samoan guy.
Oh, God.
Rocked the dreads like that, the braids. He was a monster. I wouldn't want to tackle any of those players. Here we go, Chicago with the ball, and penalty, yeah, playing the ball. Now we're not going, it's a schmozzle out there. Blumel, I've probably given him too many compliments. I put the mocker on him. I got to go easy. He is a hard-working player. Unfortunately, goes to the quick tap, can't handle, knocks it on, and they're going to get a scrum. It's 17 points to 0. Chicago Lions leading the East Palo Alto Razorbacks with about 2 minutes to play here. Colin Hawley, it could be a tough ask here.